VTUK.
Unmute. Remember to unmute. Done it. Make it seamless. They'll never notice.
You're going to say hello then?
Oh yeah. Hello and welcome. Good evening and welcome to episode 320 of VTUK UK. We are live, and I didn't fuck up it at the beginning whatsoever. I found a slidey thing. Honestly, seriously, I found a slidey thing. You can just slide it and go back to the. It's really cool. Look at that.
Right. Given the past week and the week we're already having this week, is fiddling around with new things the right thing to do? Honestly.
Yeah, but you know, slidey. No, okay. Let's just
you.
stop.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Media source. It's still playing the intro.
Yeah, stop phoning around.
Okay, let's just do. There we go.
Hello and welcome to the always professional VTUK.
Told you, I found a slidey thing.
Chandler is running the show as always in the most competent way possible. Mark cannot be with us this evening, as unfortunately his computer's feeling a bit poorly today.
Yeah, it's got a temperature, literally.
Yes. However, we have invited a very special guest along, a huge star in the growing space of TikTokery.
Yes.
We would like to proud to introduce probably one of the people we've had on this show recently with the most followers. On any platform. So I would like to introduce you all to Mr. Jimmy the vaping trucker Parker.
Isn't that because he's normally on a single carriageway road and they're all stuck behind him?
Yes.
Following.
Yes. So as you can tell, professional as ever, he is joining us from his bed because but bless him, he works hard. It's just about his bedtime, so he may not be with us for the whole show.
I'm ready for these excuses. Continue.
Yeah, so he will be, and obviously, you know, the audio and video quality may not be our stuff because he obviously is in a lay-by. I'm
at Cambridge Services. Thank you very much.
Leeching off some poor farmer's Wi-Fi. So how are you, Jimmy? Nice to see you, mate.
I'm all right, mate. You know, I've had quite a busy day, really. And then I got just randomly in our chat for vaguely vaping related. I just noticed that there was a Zoom link, so I clicked on it about 10 minutes ago. And then you said, "Can you come on?" And I didn't really explain as to why I was being asked at such late doors. So if you'd like to do that live now and explain,
it's because we love you, mate. To be fair, look. To be fair,
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, he's waiting for it. Look, let's be honest. I wasn't 100% sure there was going to be a show on until like 8 o'clock. You know, we're leaving it later and later, and let's be honest, it was nothing to do with the fact that I posted the link in the wrong chat at all. Nothing to do with that whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
No, honestly, Mark's computer has gone, and I thought, why not? Let's get our Jim on.
What you
see if he's awake.
So I'm filler, is what you're saying.
No, you're our guest star.
You're our guest star this evening.
I am filler. Admit it. It's fine. It's fine.
No, Jimmy. I'm the filler.
Yeah.
I was the filler originally on the VVRP, and now I'm the filler on VTUK.
No. You weren't filler on the VVRP. You won an award, and you won a special prize to come on and guest on there.
Yeah.
And we thought that it was so brilliant.
Yeah.
And Chandler missed you because, after being separated at birth like you two were.
Yeah.
He'd finally found you and finally got a chance to actually talk to you a bit more. And,
yeah.
Let me check that. So on the stopwatch, that was 5 minutes until Jimmy got that joke in. So,
it was.
Not bad going. Not bad going for him.
We don't look alike.
No, David, you don't.
Little ickle bit. So yeah. Anyways, sorry, John, I'm taking over.
But even Bogan thought you two were related.
Yes,
I don't believe. I honestly thought you'd set him up with that. Mm-mm. I thought you'd had a quick whisper in his ear and said, "Look, just tell him that they're related or something."
I know, because of the way you looked at me, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
I swear that's what you did, but there you go.
I honestly didn't. Hand on heart, on my kid's life, I said nothing to him.
All right, I believe.
Yeah, I believe you. Right, let's quickly run through who's in chat. So, good evening, Matt Waits. This is in Twitch first.
Hi, Matt.
Mr. Payne.
Twitch first? Is that like a special Twitch?
No, it's because streaming to one platform isn't difficult enough.
Yeah.
And we're so skilled that we simulcast, and we have two chats to manage, which we always do perfectly and never ignore at all.
Oh look, just like the actual stream itself, that is always seamless.
Always, yes.
So about with audio.
Twitch, and on YouTube we have Andrew Wiltz, Matt again because he likes to double team. Mr. Intense is in, Grateful Ant is in, Graham is in, Mike Haynes. See anyone there? Grateful Ant said that. The Vaping Snowman is in, and and that's who we have in at the moment. Oh no, and Dispergo has just said evening, chaps. So hello to you, and just say hello in chat if you want to, and communicate amongst yourselves. And we'll try to see what you're saying. But I think
I might just go over chat. It might be more interesting.
I haven't got the chat up.
Quite possibly. Fuck my life. Right. So while Chandler gets the chat up, Jimmy, what are you vaping on, mate?
Oh fucking hell! Oh, what a fucking day!
Fuck off! It's my time. I wait until you get to my week. We'll go on that one,
please.
Yeah. What am I vaping on? Was that the only question I've got to answer?
That was the question. Was what are you vaping on?
Okay, what I'm vaping on is I've got the Aegis Max.
Right.
Mm-hmm. With a Nico on top.
Mm-hmm.
With Can Only Be Graham in it, strangely enough.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Because that's that's been as a setup for 6 months, maybe more. And then I bought the Big Brother out.
Right.
I brought the Aegis 26650 out.
Oh, okay.
With the new Steam Crave Aroma Miser Classic. Is that what they called it?
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. You picked that up at Expo, didn't you?
Yeah. I did, yeah. Yeah, it's the classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really impressed with this. And in there, I am using, from Big Bold Summer Edition, it is the mango, pineapple, and passion fruit.
Mm.
Very nice. Mango, pineapple, and passion fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's very nice. It's not coulardery-fied. And it might have a touch. It might have a touch of coularder in it, but it's not. It's nothing. It's nothing to write home about, which is good for me.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, just a little breakup.
Yeah.
Of that.
Jimmy, I thought of you today because I saw that Wick Liquor have brought out a range of Nick salts.
Ooh.
Yes.
So you might want to have a look at those. And Vape Bay are doing a deal on them at the moment.
Oh, I wondered if you just got the same email that I did.
I just saw it. I just saw it. No, I saw it in the group the other day. But yeah, I did try and buy some today, but I couldn't actually get through their site to finish the purchase. So I'll try that again tomorrow when I'm not as annoyed with the world. But yeah, no, I thought I would pass it your way because I thought you might be interested in looking at those.
Yeah, I'll have a go. Is it Deja Voodoo and things like that? Is it?
No, they brought out a whole new range called Gorilla.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Specific. I mean, they have got that range in Nick salts, but these are specific Nick salt range. Specific, and you'll probably like it because they're aiming it to Chandler's fucking around again. You might enjoy it because they're aiming to change to it's a reaction to disposables. So
cool.
Doing that.
Cool. Are they fruitiness or are they dessertiness or
they are mainly fruitiness.
Oh.
But there are other ranges in Nick salt on I think on the desserty side. So
yeah, I'll give it a look. I will give it a butcher's. Because I'm quite liking having a change up of a fruitier flavour in another tank. But yeah, I am very surprised at this tank, at this MTL tank from Steam Crave. Very flavourful.
Is it easy to build on?
Yeah, it really is because it's like a you build it as though it's like a little cartridge that goes in the bottom and then the base screws on.
All right.
And to change the airflow, let's do this off of a phone. You've got these. I'll use the light. Can you see that round thing there?
Yeah.
So that just is a flathead screwdriver. You got one either side, and that is your airflow
adjustment
inserts.
Oh, inserts. Okay, cool.
You screw that out. Yeah, it's two inserts. You screw that out and put a new insert in there, so you can do it with a tank of juice without having to cock about and take stuff apart. And yeah, screwdriver out, get the new one, screwdriver in. Jobs are good, and it goes quite tight. And they even give you a one of the
recording in progress.
Recording in progress. Brilliant.
Should have done that before we started, but you know, fine.
Ever the professional.
Oh yeah.
So this is okay. I now work out what you're doing. Yeah. Okay.
I thought of that. I should have thought of that earlier, but it's fine.
Yeah, he's nicking this to go on the back of the podcast. Just for anybody else who's not here, because I had to leave very quickly when we finished recording the last podcast, and it didn't get an ending.
Yeah.
So you get a blanking one as well, so you can have it as two air holes or one. You know, it's requires a bit of maths to get your airflow exactly right. I suppose we'll do it that way, but yeah, it works. It works. Very smooth, very flavourful. And I picked that up for 30 quid. I don't know what the normal RRP is on, but yeah.
No, that's good.
And I've got the bottle somewhere about, but I don't know where it is.
Oh right. Oh yeah, the bottle. Yes, yeah. I've got one of those guns. There. Matt Watts just said in chat that the Gorilla range is designed to taste like disposables, so it's supposed to be like really strong flavors. So maybe not be up for you, but yeah, that's what they're aiming for.
Matt said, "Is that the tank that came with the mini robot kit?" Don't know what he's talking about.
Well, it could either be talking about Jimmy's or it could be talking about somebody else in chat. I would assume it's talking about Jimmy's, but maybe that comes as part of a kit. Maybe Steam Crave are doing.
I don't know. It's the Steam Crave Aromamizer.
That's a long jobby, isn't it?
It's Aromamizer Classic MTL RTA.
Yeah, I think Matt, it was quite a new. I think it's quite a new one. I think it was kind of like the first time it was available was at Expo. I think. Obviously, as always, Matt, remember I know nothing, but that's what I think it was. I don't know.
It was
Potentially.
the Steam Crave or MMO's mouth to lung thing. I'm not sure how long it's been out, to be honest.
Well, I had a quick look at some reviews of it after purchasing it, as you do.
The review. Hang on. You watched the reviews after you bought it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
We was chatting with Matey Boy. I kept putting hot packs on your back.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then you was chatting shit to him about something that you weren't going to buy. So I just went,
Oh,
you could.
Yeah, you're right. I wasn't going to buy it because he wasn't selling the bloody thing. The new Steam Crave, you'd be really interested in this, Jim. It's the Steam Crave AIO borrow device. So I know you're looking forward to being able to get hold of that.
Chandler, just remember it's past Jimmy's bedtime.
Yeah.
If you start going about stuff like that, he's going to nod off live on stream, which would be fine because then we can just leave it running. We get loads of viewers overnight.
Yeah.
Until his phone dies. Right,
mate, honestly, it works on TikTok. I'll wake up in the morning and whilst I'm bleary-eyed still making the coffee, I'll flick through TikTok to sort of just wake up a little bit. Yeah. And you'll go on there and there's like sleepcast and shit like that, and people who just literally put their phone up somewhere,
go to sleep. I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That entertaining.
Yeah, works really well. So, Chandler.
Yes.
What are you vaping on, mate?
Oh, yeah. I'm squonking.
Blimey. Sorry about that.
No, I thought it was just the way you were sitting.
Yeah. Cheers, Jim. Thanks for that. I have got. Jim. I've got
What's that?
That is a Seas mod.
I haven't seen one of them in a while.
Yeah, not since you handed it to me at Expo.
Is that one of them limited edition ones? One of them?
Yeah.
The red ones. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So limited edition red Seas mod without contact. So I had to put the contact in. That was fun. So it's got nice shiny contact in there. Look.
Do you know what? He always has to mention that bit, doesn't he? Good and contact in it.
Yeah. I don't want any contact. Oh, and I had to. And the dye was coming off. So am I right? You mentioned that it may have come from direct from Seas.
Yeah, the guy that I got them from.
Yeah.
His best mate is the guy who owns Seas.
Gotcha.
Right. And so I met him at the barbecue. He's one of my neighbours, and I was at a barbecue with him for the Jubilee and then all the other crap. Anyway, we was at his barbecue. He went, he said, you're into vaping. He said, I've got some stuff in the garage if you want it. And I was like, well, yeah, if you're not going to do anything. No, I'm not doing nothing with it, mate. You can have it. You'll probably get some use out of it. And I was thinking, oh, here we go. Here comes the fucking C5 batteries and like the old vape pens and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, look, if it's no good for me, at least I can give it away starter kits to some people and get them on the journey. Even if I've got to buy some coils for it or whatever. And he came out with a box with a load of Seas mods in it and Hakus and
oh my god, fancy stuff.
Yeah, all very fancy stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. It's even got it even had a prototype tool in there made by Seas as well.
Okay.
That you're not having. So I've kept a few of them for myself and then let you have one. And I may have let you have one that I didn't realise it was quite that rare, but there you go.
Thank you very much. It's been nice. It that kind of makes sense because it wasn't obviously the door. It came with a red door as well, and that door hadn't got any magnets in it, and it needed finishing off because it hadn't been cleaned up after it'd been dyed. So the dye.
I mean that one could literally be a prototype, couldn't it? So
could be. I don't know. It says I don't know enough about them, but it says just inside the door it says chameleon. Inside there. I'm assuming that's the
name of the mod.
The name of the mod itself. But yeah, there you go. So we've got it going. It looks right nice.
It does look very nice.
I have got a Pindad on top of that. I got the Pindad.
I like the fact that you've turned it into basically a Deadpool mod.
Yeah, it is funny. It's a surprise you gave that one away, Jimmy.
It's gone very black and red. That was the spare door that came with it. That door's actually got magnets on, so that's the one that I'm very, very black and red, dude, with a red drip tip.
That's all right, Jimmy. You've got the real Deadpool mod, so
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that, and in there I've got a autumn something I've made up. So it's just got some harvest berries. Yeah, fall autumn. Fall autumn because I'm trying to be funny.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
and reusing the bottle.
Reusing the bottle. Yeah, absolutely. I thought I'd actually stick a label on it rather than.
Chandler.
Yes.
Have you got hot water in your house?
At the minute, no. Why?
That explains why you didn't just soak the label off the bottle before reusing it.
But to be honest, that style label was probably it's probably a plastic label, so it probably would have just peeled off.
That would probably just peel it. Yeah, I'd probably peel it off anyway. But I mean, why?
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. That was that. So that's kind of harvest fruits, apple, pear, and stuff in there, which is cool. And I've got your favourite device, the Vaping Bogan, Orca Mods, and Suicide Mod Stubby, which isn't blue. You all right, Jim? Okay. You all right, mate? You sure? Yeah. And I've taken out the original one, and I've got a Panda mod, Summit V2. I can't remember what it is now. They'll tell me in chat because my brain's just completely fogged up. It's a Summit V2, but
it's a Panda V2.
Is it Panda? I'm waiting for Matt when Matt waits when YouTube catches up.
Someone will tell you what it is. That's how we roll here. We hold up things and people tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the no one gives a fuck. That's what it is.
Oi, steady.
V2.
Steady.
It's the Jimmy doesn't give a fuck, so nobody's going to give a fuck.
Yeah, I've not actually tried a normal borrow in there.
How people get excited by borrow devices? It's 2022.
I have an ambition to make with for Jimmy. I think I cannot work out why anybody would use this as a normal borrow mod. Why you wouldn't just keep that thing in it all the time? Because as Jimmy has said, if you want a normal borrow mod, there are much smaller, easier pocketable things out there than this. So I personally don't think I'll ever have anything but that tank in here, which kind of defeats the object of having it. But that's the way life goes, isn't it?
It depends how much you like that tank, I suppose.
Yeah, I wanted to publicly say that in Jimmy's presence, so it is out there, so he doesn't think that we're always going on about how good the Stubby is, because it is really, really good. But that's my synopsis on it. But sorry, took over. Sorry.
It sounds like it's really, really good at one thing with one thing.
Well, no, I would imagine it's good with the borrow as well, but I've got other devices to put normal borrows in, and I wouldn't necessarily do that with this. But that's me personally, because I am a strange person.
I actually, Dave, I actually agree with you, because the borrow tank in the Stubby, if you're not using it, you can't use it anywhere else because it's just not going to fit in anything else.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense to stick the borrow tank, the tall tank in there where it fits. And if I want to use that borrow, I probably ought to take it out and stick it in there. But yeah, actually, the airflow is quite good, but it's a little bit icky.
Do you know what? I think I might put a different tank on top of my normal fucking mod.
We're not going.
That's what you can do.
Into that conversation again.
If you only buy this one, you can still use the original borrows and the tall ones. If this is the only borrow device that you've got, it makes sense.
Stop! I said what I said as an admission, not start a fucking conversation. Chandler, what else are you vaping on?
You mean fight? That's it. That's it.
Good. Right.
That's it. Two.
Good. Right. I am vaping on the Stubby. Next. Limited edition. Thank you very much. Move on. I have also got...
Is it pink?
It's pink and black.
Does it show up pink on the camera, unlike the purple one?
Yeah, I think so.
Hang on.
Yeah, it shows up pink on the camera. But yeah, it does that. So yeah, so I've got that. And inside that, I have got the big fuck off borrow thing. Inside that, I still have... actually neon source, and that's the other thing that chat will be able to help me with as a point. How the fuck am I going to clean this tank?
What tank? That tank.
I have to unscrew the screws to take it apart.
The two screws on the top, yes, you have to unscrew those to drop it out the bottom.
Jimmy, add that to your list.
Yeah,
but yeah, so that's going to be a fun one. So I'm going to have neon. I'm going to have the ginge in there forever. Because that's the way that is. I have also got a bottle. Now the three of us all picked up one. Sorry, it's not sponsored, but I'll put this on there. So we all picked up a bottle from Airscreen at Expo. So I'm giving it a try. They did give us a free hat when we purchased it, and very nice. Main reason I picked it up is because it was a tenner, and it's worth a try for tenner. My synopsis on this is it's fine at restricted direct lung. It isn't a mouth to lung device. I would imagine it would be quite handy as a little pub mod, so long as you weren't going out for more than a couple of hours, because I would imagine you would get through the battery quite quickly. But it's a nice nifty little device. I do like it. I have been reaching for it a lot. I've been using it over 2 weeks now, and I'm still reaching for it. So it is a nice little tactile thing. The one thing I will say about it is, this is a good thing and a bad thing. When you press your thumb on it, the light is on the fire button. So when you press it to fire it, you cannot see how much your battery is unless you just press it a little bit at the bottom there. Then you can see the light. So you could be happily, merrily tooting on it for a few hours and suddenly the battery dies and you didn't realise it was running low.
But that's useful. That's
better. But that is better than having a big fucking shining light glare you in the face every time you take a vape.
Okay, on that note, have you run the battery low?
I have. I've got through...
I think I might have done.
I've got through 2 I was on the 3rd refill when it went flat.
Right.
And I literally vaped it until the battery ran out.
Did it literally go out completely?
The button when it goes, at the minute it's green.
Yeah.
But then it'll go yellow.
Yeah.
Then it'll go red.
Yeah.
And then it went off. Eventually.
See, mine just stopped working. And then I 3-clicked it and it worked again.
No.
It keeps doing that. So it basically kills itself.
It very annoyingly, it does what it does do is it seems to it has an automatic standby on it, so it turns itself off after a little while, which is very good.
Yeah.
But it just seems to be it turns off a minute before I want my next vape.
Yeah.
So I'll take a few tokes on it, put it down, and then come back to it, pick it up, and press the button, and it's not working enough to turn it on again.
I've got the cure for that. You vape what I'm vaping in mine, and you only need a few toots, and that's it.
Okay. Are you mouth to lung in yours, just out of interest?
Me?
Jimmy?
Yeah. Your bottle.
Well, if you call it mouth to lung, it is the airflow is down, practically closed, but it's still quite airy.
I was going to say, I don't know what it's like with the mouth to lung coil in there, but with this coil in, if you close it right off, it's a loose mouth to lung.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I am direct lunging really, I suppose, because I am just drawing and not drawing any air through with it. But yeah, I've got 45 milligram Nick salts in mine, so you just give it a couple of cheeky bangs the first thing in the morning. It's a job for the day.
And you'll be good for a few hours.
Awesome.
But yeah, that'll be interesting. But yes, very good. So yeah, so I have got that. And Matt, just to say a couple things, yes, cheers for that. Take out the 2 screws in the 510, and yes, Matt Watt says, I still remember Jimmy trying to convince me that normal mods are better expo. So it isn't just us and the listening audience that got that commentary. Everybody else did as well. So don't worry, Matt, you're not alone, mate.
They still are, which is why so many more manufacturers make normal mods than make borrows.
Yes, cool. Right, I am also vaping on.
Fuck me, you not finished your own checks. Jesus fucking Christ, tell you work from home.
He's got more than I have.
The Maxus Solo. I've only gone through 2 so far, and they're both direct to lung.
Okay.
I'm only going to do. I could do more, but I'll just do this one quick. Last one.
Right.
I've got the Maxus Solo. I've got that out again. On top of that is a Aspire Nico, especially for Jim. Well, not especially for Jimmy, but Nico's out again. I still love this tank. It's beautiful.
I was going to say, if it's especially for me, you fucking built it in 3 minutes.
Especially for you.
I was thinking, yeah, never mind. So got that. Inside that, I have got the DSV Cherry Coke again because I want another blast on that. And lastly, I have got another thing that Jimmy doesn't care about with a Pioneer inside of it, and inside that I have got a MoMA, and that is what I am vaping on.
That looks like a mini disc player. I'm sure I had a mini disc player that size and that colour when I was a kid.
It's a little bit bigger but it does look very much like a Sony mini disc player. Yes, I will agree with that one. But yeah.
There you go. That's
something for the in that colour. That's turquoise.
Quite possibly.
That is something for the mod makers out there. See if you can take a mini disc player and turn it into a borrow device.
And then kick it down the street.
It'd be quite handy. The way it pops up, you could just get it to go ka-ching, slide the borrow in and pop it down again. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, that's not going to fucking cause issues at all, is it?
Yeah, no.
That's not going to fuck up in any way, shape, or fucking form. Oh my god! On the level of, but yes. So that's what I am vaping on.
Do you know what? Going on to the bottle, I had a party at mine at the weekend, and I had a couple of non-vapors. They are smokers at mine, and one guy in particular, one of my best mates. I've been trying to get him onto different vape devices, this, that, and the other. And he absolutely loved the bottle, and he thought it was brilliant, and he thought it was perfect for his, chuck it in his pocket. He's a lorry driver like me, and he was like, "Do you know what? Something like that I could do with." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So he used that for most of the weekend while he was at mine, and he didn't hardly have a fag at all. So it works.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's perfect. Like I said, if they could get, but I think because they also do a stick as well, which I think is better for the, which is probably possibly better for the mouth to lung than this is. So I think he
was quite happy doing a mix between mouth to lung and direct lung, with high strength Nick salts. It was brilliant.
Cool, good. So Jimmy, before you nod off. What and seeing as I'm no longer on there, what's been happening on TikTok recently?
Not a fucking lot. Trolls, and I like playing with them.
Trolls, okay.
Because I'm a sarcastic cunt.
Fair play.
Just having fun, doing my thing, doing a bit of lorry driving content, doing a bit of owner operator content, because obviously I haven't been on VTUK since I owned my own lorry. I now own this.
Yeah. You own the lorry and you own a company. I
do. So yeah, now on my own. So doing a bit of content about that. There seems to be quite a few people who want to do similar. Who want to become owner operators. So doing a bit of that. doing a bit of the old charity stuff, as we do. And doing some vapey content as and when, helping a few people out. Keep getting tagged in idiocy by some creators who think that they know everything about vaping, and they still think that there's loads and loads of chemicals in vape, and it hasn't
God,
been
are you
tested. And
seriously? Are you still getting that shit?
Yeah. So that's always good fun. One of them brought up popcorn lung to me the other day. It was brilliant.
Hey, that old chestnut.
Lord.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we've been up to on TikTok.
So if people in the chat are on TikTok, how would they follow you?
Oh, I thought that this was for like over 18s. This,
Well, we're not on OnlyFans, mate. You're all right.
I'd say there may be some people out there who partake of TikTok. We're not here to judge.
Yeah, just search for the _vaping_trucker. And come and join the merry hort of people who watch me talk shit on the daily.
Exactly. Yes.
And be a sarcastic prick, because I like being a sarcastic prick on there. You get trolls, the bigger your account gets, the more trolls you get, the more fun you can have with them. I used to delete their comments, now I answer them. It's funnier. They're giving me content. When I think, what can I do some content about? Up or pop, like I had tonight. How many parking spaces you took up? Well, let's have a look, shall we? And got out and did a video.
How many parking spaces have you took up?
Yeah, because I did a video earlier on, and you could see the white lines. I'm actually parked next to my old truck, the last truck that I had.
Really?
Just sat right next to me. He pulled in right next to me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's not cool. It's a fucking shed now. It's a 21 plate truck that looks like a 15 plate truck because it's just dirty and dinged and not been looked after. Anywho,
yeah, I'm sure he'll blame the previous driver.
Yeah, he can do because it's had about 9 in it since I left.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, they can't keep drivers. So anyway, yeah, so you can see the white lines, but I'm actually parked in the car park at Cambridge Services because they shut off half the car park as like an overflow area for lorries at night.
Okay.
Because obviously there's less cars on the road at night, so they just shut half the car park off and put you in there. So yeah, I got out and I've got this one specific troll. He's brilliant at it, absolutely brilliant at it. He's got about the IQ of a wet salmon. And he was like, "Oh, how many parking spaces you took up?" It's like, shall we go and count them? Let's go count them.
Counting with Jimmy.
Yeah. How many spaces did you take up? We need to know.
Technically, I'm in 4.
Right.
Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
They're in 2s and they go this way down the strip.
Okay.
So I'm reversed in through 2 of them. But I'm only in 4. I probably would have been in 2, but there's a pole just behind here that I obviously had to miss. There's like a security camera. Yeah. Is on a pole right in the middle, and they've put like a metal hoop in the ground so you don't hit their camera. So I had to obviously miss that with the trailer. So I'm about a foot. I started about a foot into one bay, and I'm about a foot into the second bay across. But obviously I'm far longer than one car.
Little bit.
In mind.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he was trying to say that I couldn't park a lorry.
Yeah.
I think he thought I might have been in 2 lorry bays. Yeah. I should take it up as a living, really, driving these things.
What, driving
rather than just doing it as a hobby for TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to go on really tight bays or navigate my way around ridiculous industrial estates and blindside reverse round like 180 degrees to get onto a bay at all. Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about it.
It's all RDC work that I do, mate. We just bang straight on the doors. Brilliant. When you're delivering to someone's house when they've moved over from America or Dubai or whatever, and they're moving back to the UK, and you're reversing through the Cotswolds a mile and a half down a little country road so you can just get into their driveway. That's interesting, rather than doing just massive John Lewis or Asda or whatever on their RDCs and just massive yard reverse on here. I hate it. I hate doing that type of work. I like to be challenged.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you like to be challenged, and you like to challenge, as we all know.
I resemble that remark.
You do.
You
very
do,
much.
Definitely. Yeah.
You do very much resemble that remark. But yeah. So Chandler.
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to share that picture from earlier?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
hang
shall I tell my little story?
Hang on. Image. There we go. What we've got in there.
Well, shall I tell my story before you
go
start the story before you show the image?
Yeah, you start on the story, and I'll have.
You can only tell your story if you do it in the form of Once Upon a Time.
So that's easy enough. Once upon a time, that's that bit done.
No, you've got to read it as though it's a nursery, as though it's a bedtime story for me, because I'm in bed. I'm ready to hear a bedtime story.
You want me to read you a bedtime story? This is the fucking content the world wants. Jesus Christ Almighty! Right, let me just have a slurp of my Dr Pepper, and
this is exactly what the world wants. Can I get myself all ready?
Hang on.
Get your teddy bear. All right, so once upon a time.
Hang on, he's up here. Hang
I'm
on.
not going to say once upon a time children, because that's just going to sound fucking dodgy. So once upon a time, a very handsome prince was just settling down. Fuck off! You told me to tell this story this way, so you're fucking liking it, mate. That's what it's like.
I'm using my imagination vividly.
If I start seeing those sheets move, trouble will be had.
Sake.
Right. Well, so the time a handsome prince was just settling down to have his bacon roll on a Sunday afternoon. When he got up to pick something else up, came back, sat in his chair, and his chair collapsed.
How big was the prince? How big was the prince?
This is the chair. So there is that is the actual chair itself.
That is the chair. Yeah, that is the chair in its working state. And the second, basically, he's showing the pictures I sent to the group earlier, Jimmy. So you've seen them both.
I guessed that.
Yeah. So I'm showing that one as well. Okay. So basically, I sat down in my chair, my svelte 12.5 stone frame. Sat down in the chair.
Who did?
The handsome prince.
Right. Okay.
Sat down on his throne, and the throne broke. So basically, this then sent him flying arse over tit onto the floor and gouging a big hole in his flooring.
Daddy, there's lots of swear words in this bedtime story.
Yes, because the prince was very annoyed. He was very angry at the state of things that had happened, because a solid piece of fucking metal like that shouldn't break by sitting in it, especially when you're not giant haystacks.
You're no fucking Enid Blyton, are you?
So, no, I'm less racist than that. Doing that.
God,
it's true.
Well,
it's true.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, so the chair broke, and I was suddenly like, oh, that's a very perfect end to the week I'd had, because it was a bit of a week last week. And so I thought, right now I've got to look at buying new chairs. So
who has?
Yeah, whatever. And so I started looking at new chairs.
Yeah, well, look. To be fair, it's not just the wheel that's come off. You've broken the whole damn arm.
Yeah. So basically, the whole arm just
snapped.
Yeah. And so I was saying that, well, that's good. That's I now have to spend 150 quid on a new chair. So I started looking at chairs, but then I suddenly thought, oh, I wonder if you can get spares. Luckily, the company I bought my chair from does do spares.
Hey.
So I ordered a spare. It arrived today, and then that last bit, the first picture you saw was actually the last picture because I fixed it. But I sort of wanted to tell that story because that kind of leads on to, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Are we able to do the boner board?
Yeah.
So this week,
hang on, we haven't finished. We haven't finished because you fixed it, but then you haven't quite fixed it, have you?
No, I have fixed it. However, in having to take the wheels off of the old part of the chair to put them back onto the new part of the chair, obviously I may have removed some of the grease from the wheels, so they are a little bit squeaky now.
Squeaky.
A little bit squeaky.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to get the oil out tomorrow and give them a bit of an oiling. But yeah, so that was a fun Sunday, but fair dues to the company. I ordered it 30 quid and it arrived this afternoon. Ordered it Sunday, it arrived this afternoon. And it only cost me 30 quid to fix my chair, so I cannot argue with that at all. But so on the boner board this week, which I need to open up myself because I'm professional like that. So I have added a couple of things, but we'll start off with the first one, which I'll move to the top. Gaming chairs. What is everybody's thoughts on gaming chairs? Because obviously they're a fad. They are expensive, potentially overpriced, potentially not very comfortable. But all of the people who are professional gamers and stuff say they're really good. Now, obviously, I own one. It works for me, but to be honest with you, it's not the best chair in the world. But put it out to chat, see what they think. Is it an oh my fucking god? Is it a that'll do? Is it a meh? Is it a get in the bin? Or is it proper nutty?
See, I would argue that a gaming chair for a gamer is obviously going to be built around that situation. So you're talking about people sitting in that chair for long periods of time. So you don't want it to be mega comfy because you're not going to be alert during the game, are you? You're going to sort of lull into it, and slob into it. Yeah, I think they've got a place. I'm just sort of, for me, it's a not either way really.
What, for your gaming chair?
Yeah, but then I'm not a gamer, so it's obviously fit for purpose. I just have no use for the purpose.
Yeah,
I played the PlayStation for one game of Call of Duty because my boy had reinstalled my Call of Duty and asked me why I had a class set up a certain way, and then I showed him one round as to why I had it that way, and he was quite flabbergasted that his dad of 36 can still game like that. But I just don't get time to play anymore. I just don't get time to play anymore. I'm far too busy. I know, David, you play quite a bit of different games because you get yourself hooked on them. So for you, a gaming chair is probably a lot more vital. Well, it's definitely more vital than me. I've got a nice big comfy chair in my office.
But amazingly, even though I've just recently bought a new PC, so that I don't do that much gaming at my PC. Most of it is sat on my couch on the Xbox.
Okay.
I honestly think. I mean, what is the point of a gaming chair? You can use a nice, comfy office chair. Will do exactly the same thing.
I mean,
yeah, but I don't think you would. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you'd be as alert gaming on a big, fat, comfy office chair. I think you'd sort of lull into it, as opposed to being, upright and active for 18 to 20 hours a day. I mean, I've seen these gamers on various different documentaries where they've been playing for 36 hours in their mum's basement. I've seen them.
Look, this gaming chair that I've got, it's a gaming chair, but that seat, it's one of these fancy ones that reclines. It goes back.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This one does as well. I just don't do that.
Yeah. Who does that? But this is it up as far as it goes. There you go. That is as far as it goes. So if I sit in it, I'm still facing the goddamn ceiling.
Yeah,
that's why I have this. That's why I have this cushion. And ow. And I've been told by the missus it's supposed to be like this.
Right. You're supposed to be. You are supposed to be able to put them completely upright, like this is. Like that.
Yeah.
But
no, this doesn't.
Yours clearly can't. But again, like I said, it's like when you say game chairs, like these are, they call them racer chairs because it's supposed to look like a racing driver's car thing.
And I think Jimmy's
I guess it's just there's going to be gaming chair.
But yeah, as I said, it is just there. So let's have a look, see what we've got so far in the chat. Mike Haynes is saying meh.
Oh,
Mr. Intense
I forgot about this thing.
I know, but don't worry about it. We're good.
Okay.
I can see where this is going. Andrew Wiltz says, Mayor, Mr. Intense says, I stole 2 office chairs from my previous job. They are fine. I completely agree with you. Matt Wiltz says, poll. Yeah, we know. Free Price. Graham says, looks like he's driving a Corsa. What, me or Chandler?
That's
driving a Corsa. Yeah.
Graham, trust me, if I was driving a Corsa, the world would be in trouble because I don't know how to drive. So everything would be fucked. So yeah, so that one is, I would say overall that one's looking like, and I completely agree with that because, I mean, especially like the one in the image is just that's got LED lights in it. Fuck right off.
That would go really well with your mod.
That chair's got LED lights in it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can.
Okay.
Right. Why has my microphone got LED lights in it? Why has my keyboard? Why is my mouse? Why is my computer?
Yeah, I suppose.
But yes, gaming chairs quite rightfully going into meh. So yeah, so that's that.
Fine.
Do you want to do the next one, or should we just save that for another time?
Oh, go on, do the next one because I'm intrigued as to what the next one is going to be.
Can I give you one to put on the board?
Yeah, go on then.
TikTok.
Oh, have we done that yet?
Is it on there? Quick scroll on there.
Why can't I scroll up and down on the fucking bonus board?
Good question. I can't scroll up.
No, you've got to go. Yes, no, sorry. TikTok. We've already done TikTok. It's a that'll do. Is it a that'll do?
Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Look.
Yeah, that's one of the first ones we did. We did TikTok.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Jim.
Sorry, Jim. Yeah, but that'll do. That'll do is the second best it can be. So that's a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that'll do. It's not for everybody. It's not a platform for everybody. But nothing is it?
Exactly, and
that's why there's so many different platforms.
Yeah, and as you were saying, obviously there will be people that will come on and follow you now because it made it to that'll do. So at least people had heard of it.
Oh, yeah, I might get 5 people follow me. Yes.
What you want? What, I don't think the entire audience is going to follow you, but you might get a couple of them.
Maybe 3 at a push.
If you're lucky.
So come on, Dave. I'm intrigued. Why?
Right. As everybody is trying to work out right now how my brain works slightly like a moth. Last week was the 100th anniversary of the BBC.
Was it?
So I thought, let's look at the BBC now. We can expand this to just the BBC or television that you have to pay for directly. So obviously, with BBC's paid for by the TV license, what do you think? What do you think of that? I personally think it needs to get in the bin. because
Really?
I have to pay for a TV license just so I can watch the Olympics and Commonwealth Games, and then I don't watch it.
It's what, £12 a year?
100 and
£12
something
a
a
month,
year.
you mean?
£12 a month. Yeah.
Didn't think it was expensive.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know. I just keep mine on rolling and just say fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, but how often do you turn on and watch BBC though?
To be honest, not very often. Occasionally put BBC News on. Rarely.
Yeah, I'll put the BBC. I'll put BBC 1 or 2 on at 6 o'clock in the morning, just to catch up on current affairs. Because obviously, when I'm out in the truck, we don't hear very much at all, unless you got the radio on.
Yeah, I was going to say they have a thing called a radio for that.
Lots
of people using their cars.
Yeah, they do. And just like you stream all your television, I stream all of my music because I can't be doing with random shite coming on. When I'm driving at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I pick my genre of music that I want to listen to for that day, whether it be country or Irish folk or rock or whatever. That's what I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to some prat coming on there and telling me about where to get your windows cleaned and shit like that. So yeah, I'm good. Or stuttery fucking stations. There's nothing worse. You go into a built-up area and your fucking station goes, yeah, fuck that.
I love the way he says there's nothing worse than stuttery stations, and then your phone starts cutting out. That's perfect, Jimmy. That was perfect timing there.
Excellent. I must admit, I spend the most BBC content I listen to is the radio.
Yeah,
I don't think you need a license for the radio, do you?
No.
So you can listen to the BBC on the radio, which is funded by the TV license. But there you go. Anyway, random.
Like I said, this probably may have been more last week when I thought of doing it.
Okay.
And it's a bad idea. I can see from the way chat is going mad over this that they're really interested in this particular conversation.
I take it nothing's happening in chat.
Like, well, apart from Mick Blees is saying, Mick Blees, bless him, is obviously catching up. Gaming chair, you were lucky I used to have an upturned crate with a nail in it. Mick, what you do in your spare time is completely up to you. How you get your jollies is completely your choice. And he's just updated, awesome. 157.50 a year, not that bad really. My Virgin Media cost me £143. £143 a month for Virgin Media.
Bloody hell!
Fucking hell!
Jeez.
My Sky's getting up to 100 quid, 110 quid a month.
It's ridiculous.
But also the BBC, yes, it's funded via the TV license, but then it also generates and creates quite a lot of content using that money. So we wouldn't have things like Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, but what I would say is they then go and sell all of those products around the world, and bank the money from that. So they are making profits.
They don't really bank the money from it, do they? They use it to create another series and another series and another series and another series. Of course, they make profit. They are a business. They're not a charity.
No, but they're a business funded by the public. Legally funded by the public at the moment. I'm going to change it.
Yeah,
but the only benefit has got
TV
that.
license.
Yeah, you have to have
use that service.
That doesn't if your TV is capable of receiving the channels, you have to have a TV license. You cannot have Sky and not have a TV license.
You can ask Sky you can ask Sky to block the BBC channels for you.
I was going to say, if you watch all of your stuff streamed, you don't require a TV license.
No, you have to have a TV license to watch the BBC, like the iPlayer. You can't use the iPlayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it used to be you could, but
but if you watch everything else from it, if you're going to use a service, you have to pay for it. I mean, how is that not a logical thing?
Yeah, it's a logical. It's more logical the BBC the way it is than say like Virgin Media and Sky, where you're paying them for TV channels and also having to watch adverts.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
And that's so you can compass everything like subscription-based TV. You cover the whole thing if you want.
The Netflix kind of Disney stuff where you don't get the adverts.
Yeah, although Netflix has started doing some adverts, haven't they?
Or like they're going to Netflix are going to introduce a cheaper Netflix, so it's going to be a cheaper monthly cost, but you get adverts.
Oh, so Netflix with promotions, as Amazon would call it.
Yeah.
Haven't they,
and ITV do it the other way round. They've got the ITV player that is free to watch, but you can pay for it and it'll get rid of the adverts.
Haven't you got? Is it Amazon Prime have now got the new one, that Vivo TV thing, so you can watch certain stuff with adverts now.
Yeah, they've got a couple of services now that you watch stuff with adverts on it.
That's free. You can watch movies and things, but you've got so basically an hour and a half movie takes 2.5 hours to watch because of all the adverts that they
It's not quite that long, no.
But
But yeah, so anyway, so
Lord of the Rings on there is like 6 hours solid.
I'll tell you what, how dare these businesses try and make money? How fucking dare they? Unreal.
I don't have a problem with businesses making money. It's not being given a choice whether you pay for the service or not.
The thing I liked about Sky though, because what you used to do was you would record it, and then when you watch it back, when you hit the adverts, you just spin through them.
Yeah, and that's what everybody does now.
TV,
they just record stuff and then fast forward through it.
This is why if you watch television, you notice that, or I seem to notice, there seem to be not less adverts, but less advert selection of adverts. It's the same adverts over and over again.
Yeah, because a lot of companies have now moved to other media sources like YouTube. TikTok. I'm noticing a lot of TikTokers that are drinking Monster, and I don't think they are doing it just because they're thirsty. But people are getting annoyed. Do you get annoyed with the videos or with the adverts at the beginning of YouTube videos as well?
I don't, because I've found a way you just keep pressing back and then clicking on it, and eventually you go through the adverts without having to watch them. And
to be honest, the YouTube videos, you watch it for about 5 seconds and then you skip it.
Yeah,
I can wait 5 seconds, bang, gone. Thank you very much.
I know people who get really agitated about the fact that there's like that video, the thing at the beginning where you have to wait 5 seconds before you can skip it.
Yeah,
they get really agitated. And I was like, but it was only like 3 or 4 years ago where you were watching TV programs and then you knew that there was a 10-minute advert break because you used to be able to go and put your kettle on,
make a brew, come back,
come back, and it was still the freaking adverts. And you're worried about 5 seconds and then clicking skip ad.
The problem I have with YouTube ads is if you're watching a 15-minute video and they pump 3 lots of adverts in it
in the middle of it when you're watching, because at least with the TV program,
and those ads you can't skip.
Yeah, at least with a TV program, they make it so that there is a cut for the advert, and they cut it at a specific point. During a YouTube video, it's in the middle of a bloody sentence, so I was just advert kicks in, talking about something else when you it does my tree. Yeah,
exactly. But yes,
anyway.
that's what annoys me, that stuff. But yes, I said so. Anyway, this is a rousing success. This one. So I would put it in get in the bin. Jimmy, where would you want it? So you've got proper nutty. Get in the bin. Meh, that'll do. Or oh my fucking god.
I suppose I'm still meh.
I would put it in meh because you've got we kind of discussed two different things. You've got the fact that you have to pay for it in the first place. But if you pay for it, you don't get the adverts. So if you pay for it, you don't get adverts. But if you don't pay for it, you get the shitty adverts. Both are as annoying as hell. So, meh.
Yeah.
You've either got to pay for it or put up with the adverts, one or the other. So,
like £10 a month.
Yeah, but when you've suddenly got Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount Channel, that is what bugs me. The fact that if you want to watch certain things, you have to pay for a different service.
Fire Stick.
Yeah, all right. That's dodgy. We're not going to promote that here, obviously.
I'm not saying promote it. I'm just saying that you have a choice.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I used to watch the bike racing. I used to be able to watch MotoGP, World Superbikes, and British Superbikes all on Eurosport. And then all of a sudden, I've got to have BT Sport for one, Sky Sports for another, and Eurosport for the other one. It's like, fucking hell.
Yes. So I am still. I said there was one person in chat.
Again, these companies making.
Yeah. I know what you mean about these companies making money, but I wish they'd just make the money in the all at once. Take
no, because different sports channels have paid for the rights to certain things with regards to racing.
Yeah, and then they charge you to gain access to those channels, and then still put adverts on it.
But there used to be a motorsport channel. Sky had a motorsport channel, and that would have race. That had the bike racing on it. That had the touring cars. That kind of had everything on it. So if you were into motorsport, subscribe to that. Brilliant.
I used to watch another motorsports one that was like Moto Euro or something it was, and they had like hill climbing and stuff like that on it with the buggies.
Yeah,
and
they had hill climbing. They had speedway, flat track. Yeah, they had all of that.
No, I'm on about the buggies. They used to do like crawlers and stuff and race them up hills inside of quarries and stuff. That was brilliant.
Proper hill climbs.
Yeah.
Matt what says the only sports channels there should be are more motorsport channels.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't agree with you on that one, Matt. Sorry.
Well.
Yeah. That's fine for people who are into motorsports, but
Dave likes a good game of Whiff Waff, so he needs his Whiff Waff channel.
I did. Yeah.
Tiddlywinks.
No, I said the
Chess Masters.
I said. The only sport. The only sport I watch is it's like Commonwealth Games, Olympics. When that stuff's on there. If there's an international game of whatever, I might watch it. But that's it really.
I only watch I don't watch the football. I only watch the rugby. Unless England are playing, I am one of those people who, if England are playing football, I will tolerate it.
The World Excel Championships. Mark introduced me to that. That's awesome.
Oh, mate, what a load of horseshit that is.
Oh yeah, but it is funny. I watched it thinking, no, this has got to be a piss take. But it was. They commentate it and everything. It was.
Yeah, I know they do.
But there you go.
Oh, F1.
Yeah, no. Matt says Eurosport used to show hill climbs, tractor pulling, etc. Yeah. Back in
That's
the days
it.
of Eurosport, I used to really enjoy Eurosport because you'd have loads of different sports on there. It was really good.
Yeah.
And Andrew says, just for the MotoGP, I paid $180 for the season.
There you go.
They used to when the Eurosport was on. The British Superbikes. I loved the fact that the British Superbikes would schedule the race so it would coincide with so it wouldn't clash with the World Superbikes and the MotoGP. So on Eurosport, you could go from World Supers to British to the MotoGP, and then back. And none of the races clashed.
But you paid £180 or $180 for the
season.
For the season. But if you'd have gone and watched one race somewhere, it would have cost you that.
Yeah.
And you get all the backstage stuff. You get a lot more. I think you get a lot more with the racing channels, especially now, than you ever did with BBC or ITV.
Hmm.
You do with like the F because they got the F1 channel, but they literally, yeah.
But again, if I was paying 180 quid for something and they stuck adverts in it, I would not be happy because I'm paying a premium to watch that. Fair enough, it costs a lot to put those things on and stuff like that, but it's still a fair whack to just watch one channel. $180.
I think the $180 would have included other channels as well, but he had to pay that because he needed that specific channel to get stuff.
Possibly.
I don't know, Andrew. Is that true?
I mean, we got the Sky Sports so we can watch the Formula One, but it is literally a case of we watch the race. The preamble afterwards goes, oh, brilliant, great. Verstappen's won again. Fuck's sake, and we turn it off.
But you could watch other shit on the sports channels if you were so inclined, because you now have them.
We do watch Arsenal as well, yeah.
But don't they tier it? So as I think last time they started tiering it, so you pay for the sports channels and you get like Sky Sports 1, 2, and 3, and then you had to pay extra for the F1 channel, and then you had to pay extra for the football channel, and then you had to pay extra for the other channel.
I don't know. I think they've just lumped it now as sports channels.
Have they done it now? Because that's how they at that time they were splitting everything out.
Yeah.
There's a fucking offshoot.
Yeah, we've got a kids package and a documentaries package or something, so it opens up certain channels. Whereas we don't have the sports channels because all the rugby that I want to watch is on BBC.
Or
ITV or Channel 4. Or...
And Andrew's come back and says no ads. It's gone through an app, so it's 180 quid to use the MotoGP app for a season.
Okay.
So
and that's no ads.
Yeah, no ads. So if that's what you're into, that's fair enough. I haven't got a problem with that. As I said, I pay for stuff. As I said, I pay for Disney Plus. I pay one bespoke gaming channel that I watch a lot. To be a Premier member, I pay 60 quid a year for that. And so it's what you're into. No, I don't bother with that. Ad blocker stops it, so it's fine. Don't need it for that. I'm not paying premium for five minutes of fun once a week. You know, you gonna do that, are you?
Oh my god!
I'm loving this bedtime story.
Awesome.
I dread to think what sort of fucking dreams you're gonna have tonight.
It can't be as bad as my fever dream that I had when I had the fucking COVID. That's for sure. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So that I'm going meh. What's everyone else gone for?
So the only other person who said anything was Mr. Intense, and his opinion was propagandati. So I have put it in. I have put it in meh.
Okay. There you go.
Chandler, what was your opinion?
Meh, because you either pay for it and don't get adverts, or you pay for it and get adverts. If you want to watch it, you have to buy it, don't you? I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the world is changing. That's.
I like this. You got any more? Got any more topics?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Lorry drivers. Do lorry drivers. Do lorry drivers, because we're a bane in the life of the normal everyday motorist.
Yeah. Jimmy, all of your all your trolls are on TikTok.
Oh.
Keep them to TikTok. We're not going to give you fresh trolls this evening. You've had a busy day. You got to see your friends. You got to have a bit of fun. And now it's and now it's time for you to go off to bed.
Oh.
You've had a fun-filled day. Don't spoil it.
Yes. Don't get over. He's overtired.
He is. He's getting overtired.
Have chili and ice cream tomorrow, please.
Not for your breakfast, no.
So, Jimmy, once again, if people would like to get this sort of interest from you on TikTok, they need to follow you on
TikTok,
which is the _vaping _trucker.
Look, he's setting this up for you, and you're just going, nah.
And
just search for some bellend with a red beard.
Yeah, that won't work. _vaping_trucker.
And you'll find him on TikTok. Yeah. So Chandler, have you got anything else, or are we nearly there? Or
I think we're about there. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think we've.
If we're about there,
Yeah.
let me buy.
That's good. You can stop the recording now.
Can I stop it now? All right, hang on. Where's the? Yeah.
No, don't, because that'll end the call.
No, it won't. It's
just in case. I will say good night to everybody.
No, it's not.
Hello, people.
Just in
I can't
case.
get the flipping full screen off. Oh, for crying out loud! There we go. And recording.
Recording stopped.
There you go. See, stop.
It's still there. Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah.
But
you should have just pretended like you were frozen, Dave.
Yeah, because we're on VTUK. I don't have to stop it completely. We just have to run the credits. So, Jim, don't forget, mate. Don't just live life. Own it.
The button doesn't work.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
You got stuck.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
VTUK.